Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see.
Monkey. This is Historic Brawl. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today we begin the great battle of our time. Today is step one on a new series that I have concocted. It's the Lord of the Rings. I know, catchy title. And the objective of the series is to win one game, at least one game, with every single legendary creature from Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth as my commander in Historic Brawl. The rules! Let me give you some rules. So, the rules I have set for this little challenge, the Lord of the Rings, for myself. Number one, win one game with every single legendary creature in Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth as my commander. Number two, build every deck from scratch. No copies and pasties. Number three, wins before turn 4, aka early scoops, do not count. Rule number 5. Or no, rule number 4. That was rule number 3 with the number 4 in it. Got it. No retakes. Rule number 4. I must cast my commander in the game for the win to count. Ugh. Some of these commanders, they're not the best. So this is going to be a tough one. There's going to be some janky nonsense. Number 5, no mobile wins. Every game must be played on a desktop to count, so the win is recorded by untap.gg. You'll find me doing some live streaming in the afternoon where I'll probably be doing deck builds, maybe a little bit of testing as we go around. There are 85 commanders. Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth. In case you wondered, 85 that we're going to have to do. Now, will every single one get its own video? No, it will not, because there are many commanders that aren't very exciting as commanders, and I don't want you to feel like you have to sit through a whole video of them. I don't think they would make a good entire video. However, I will include like the win, especially if we just show up and win one game against not very great competition. We're done. Sometimes I'll just knock it out of the park like that. If there is a particularly funny or interesting commander where I'm trying to win and I can't, I'll probably make a video out of that. But for a bunch of them that will lie somewhere in the middle so that this channel isn't only historic brawl videos for 85 days, I'm going to curate the videos a little. For example, this video has Lotho Corrupted Sheriff, and it's going to be the first deck that I play, but I'm also going to add another game with another commander at the end. You'll have to see what it is. So anyway, that will segue us into the deck. I took these 85 commanders. I created a little text thing of them. I put it into a random name random name drawer, and it spits out a name, and that's how we decide what commanders we play in what order. And the first name spit out with Lotho, a Corrupted Sheriff. So you will see my quest for trying to win a game. Lotho is an interesting one. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you lose 1 life, you create a treasure token. The cool thing about Lotho is this idea of a two-sided deck where you want a bunch of cheap cards so that you're making treasures pretty often, and you want some really expensive cards so you're casting something really good with the treasure. A few cards that I find unique to Lotho. First of all, you can run Mox Amber and Springleaf Drum. Run these cards whenever your commander is super cheap and doesn't need to attack to get value. Springleaf Drum, you know, unless it has vigilance like Giada. But Mox Amber and Springleaf Drum when your commander is cheap should be solid. Our commander makes treasures, so Devour Intellect makes it into the deck because this can be a Thoughtseize effect off a treasure. And then also Skullport Merchant, which lets us sacrifice treasures to draw cards. On top of that, we run Invasion of New Capenna, which when it enters the battlefield lets us sacrifice an artifact or creature to exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls. And we run Rite of Oblivion to sacrifice those treasures and use them as removal. So it gives us a little more utility. I'm not going to say that my decks are going to be the most flavorful things on the planet, especially when we get to some of the more obscure commanders. They're going to be historic brawl decks, which means you have to run a lot of the staples and very good cards to win in the 1v1 format. You can't fly under the radar like you can in Commander. But I will do my best to make sure every deck is slightly unique and, of course, built from scratch for the absolute nonsense. So, are you ready? Are you ready for the ultimate journey, the ultimate ring to volcano, the ultimate quest? I will not just be the one in best of one. I am going to be the Lord of the Rings. Once I have ruled them all. 1-1 in best of one to rule them all. Let's dive in. Let the Lord of the Rings nonsense begin.
The journey begins with a mulligan. There's the 2 colors we're looking for. Invoke Despair up against Shadowfax, Lord of Horses. Let's see what's cooking. Plenty of early drops for the opponent, the Ornithopter of Paradise being the proactive one. What am I doing about Lelia? Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's take the Ornithopter, though. The opponent might Fateful Absence our Lotho, but we can just play Tome first. Our opponent is missing the mountain, so we'll see if they find it. That's a big draw. As in expensive. So play around the Fateful Absence. Let them play the Celestis. And I don't have a 1-mana spell here. So it looks like we're just playing a Corrupt Sheriff. Putting a counter on the Tome and passing. Maybe I'm supposed to just draw right then, right there. Yeah, we might have hit a Mox Amber, right? Okay, they didn't play the Absence yet. If they play a second spell, we get a treasure. The opponent hits the File of Galadriel. Well, at least they can't play that this turn. Just gonna draw. So, absence my commander and give me a treasure? Would you like to, please? Yes! Alright. Take action. Draw. So we're going to be on 5 mana here. Oh! It's not black mana though, is it? I was thinking about invoking Despair. So the Ghost Quarter can do it. We just tap these for mana, sack the Ghost Quarter, blow up one of our own lands, get another black. Then what? We have 3 lands against 4. We cast Invoke Despair. Shadowfax kicks our butt, and we're down a land with nothing to do the next turn. That's not great. We play Lotho. Doesn't do much for us either, but we're getting closer to this Farewell, this Bolas's Citadel, and other cool things. So let's just play it again and pass. Shadowfax time. Show me the meaning of haste. Here it comes. Perhaps opponent casts a second spell here. If they hit with Lelia, they're gonna want to. They hit Esper Sentinel. Okay, that should do it. If they give me a treasure, Blood on the Snow can happen. Oh, Meteor Golem. But they're going for the Tome. That is good for us. They fall to 10. They cast this Esper Sentinel, they give me a treasure. If they pass without giving me the treasure, that's pretty gutsy on their part. There's a few signs that they shouldn't, like the fact I didn't use the Tome. But they're gonna do it. It's too good to resist. I don't have a 2-spell turn, so we'll attack first. Opponent probably won't block. Maybe they will. Alright. That way I don't have to pay the tax, so I'm fine with that. Let's see. Blood on the Snow. Pay the 1. And my commander came back. 9 life. On Shadowfax! 4 points. Do I take that? I don't think so. Not with my hand. Like, the treasures are nice, but I think we just have to not die. Only a 6-mana commander now. All right. Are we doing that? Are we doing that really? Yeah, we'll draw land, right? We'll draw land. Invoke Despair. Okay. Ooh, Combat Celebrant. Don't give it haste. Don't haste it. Oh, ooh. Okay, I've got a few things here, but I've only got 5 lands. The Farewell and the Dreadhorde Horde General are both amazing, but we need the untapped land. We got it. Tough game. Tough game already. Right out of the gate. Celestis activation, discarding the Savior, scooping it up. Definitely meets the requirements. That is the first win on our quest to become Lord of the Lord of the Rings. Bad news, everybody. That game doesn't count. I recorded it at the wrong resolution. Brutal. Flaw in the system. Is that in the rules that I have to re-record if I record at the wrong resolution? No. That's just my standards. That's just me saying this is a CGB video. And we don't record at the wrong resolution. We shut up and we do it again. All right, Esper Sentinel. Against Atraxa, too. What a tough matchup. If I beat Atraxa, I earned it. We curse you. I curse Atraxa every day of my life. We have to draw this land. No land, no future. Choice. Nice, I draw. Not a land. Urgh. But I can play the Sheriff here. Ah, come on. All right, Commander. All right, please double spell for me. There's one. Do you pay? You do. Play another thing. Come on, give me a treasure. Come on. Yes, a treasure. Treasure has been acquired. What do they take? The ring? Black market connections? People have learned to respect that card. Devour Intellect is a Thoughtseize effect, but I don't have time for that here. I mean, we are way behind already, though. They take the Relic, which represents the most mana by a mile. Probably a good choice. We still can't draw a land to save our life. So I'll try the connection. There's a chance it really fails us. I need to draw like 6 lands in a row, I think, to have a real chance. Or at least 4. Opponent could help me out by making more treasures for me. They're already on 6 mana. Farewell would be Heartbreaker. Eldest Reborn. Also amazing. If I give up my commander, I give up the Sentinel. The drum? Okay. Hit me. Hey, we found a land. All right, now what? Eldest Reborn is out there. We can remove it. We definitely play the drum. No question. We're gonna get a treasure when we make our next play. Let's sack this. Actually, we could play the ring. Make a treasure, then devour intellect. This makes me discard. I hate that. But it's a good chance to resolve it. Still, very frustrating card to play against. And an eventual problem no matter what we do. So drum, make treasure, exile that. Get up in this hand. Kaya to... Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. I can't believe they... Oh, maybe they plan to bounce the Eldest Reborn with the Fairy if I gave them the chance. I'm guessing that's the case. This is the nastiest card here. It gets rid of our One Ring. Now, Teferi is interesting. Teferi can bounce the Black Market connection, but then we just attack it to death. So the opponent is double spelling again. They give us another treasure. They invade Zendikar. We're trying to set up for Atraxa, which they'll have enough for next turn. Kaya. Oh, Kaya on Atraxa is amazing. Well, we're going the distance, we'll say. Elspeth conquers death. Can I double spell? I still only have 3 lands. I can play the Kaya. If the opponent plays the Atraxa, it's right into the Kaya. That's so awesome for us. Let's attack. Yeah, let's do it. Opponent's at 13 and falling. It's not about drawing cards, it's about killing Atraxa. Solve? No, they're gonna get like rebuke, aren't they? Oh, ultimatum. Okay, make treasure. Ultimatum. So they want turns? They have 1 Teferi in hand, and if they cast Atraxa, the Omniscience, of course, is busted. So I guess I have to put this away. They get 2 turns, they cast Atraxa, and then they cast something else. All right. Is there anything I'm missing? Some way to deal with that? Nope. All right, 2 turns. One will cast Atraxa, the other will question mark. It doesn't kill the Kaya, but it can take me off of using the minus. Stupid land. Very good set of cards. None of it straight up removes the Kaya though, but they can gain a ton of life. Look at all the board wipes. Had to be Emergent Ultimatum, huh? Had to be solve the equation off the top in a moment like that. Brutal. Just brutal. And look at me still on 3 lands. What a joke.
Sorry I'm late. Let's try this.
You see D on my connection, sure. It's fine. Thoughtseize is me? I mean, look at my hand. A lot of action. They take Anguish Unmaking. I guess it's the cheap one. We draw another Kaya. They're at 15 now. They have Elspeth Conquers Death. They have Teferi on 2. The Atraxa has to go. Of course, they can recast it. Blood on the Snow gets us what? Esper Sentinel. The Ring's protection is pretty interesting. Double spelling? Is it an option? If I play Lotho and the Ring, which is surrendering our Kaya to Atraxa, which we can't afford to do. Yep, no doubt about a joint exploration. Wait, what am I doing? I needed the treasure.
That's just a start.
I messed that up. I miscounted. That's what I get. Tilted. Too tilted. Now we have to figure out how to tough it out.
We were so
I was gonna Elspeth Conquers Death the Atraxa. Would have been right in every way.
I've made it just in time.
I've got to concede this one. I goofed it up. I was so close, but I also got so mana screwed. And then I punted it too badly. All right, we had a quality win knocked out because I recorded at the wrong resolution. Then, Atraxa broke my heart. I punted so bad. It was so close. I was so mana screwed. I tilted into oblivion. Now, Kethis, the hidden hand, on the play. And this card in Kethis is busted, so we take it. And that's probably why they kept it. This gives them some graveyard. They can't play Kethis next turn, so let's play our Sheriff. You know what they're going to do. They're going to cast Winding Way, choose creature or land, reveal top 4. It's a sorcery. Oh, they play a tap land. We've got double soundtrack right now. You can hear it. So I'm going to turn those off for the moment. And that's a result of the draw bug that happens. I just came out of a draw bug. Let's go with Signet. Silencer. If they plan to cast their commander, they're in trouble. And Curse. Your commander will make you suffer. The Kethis is super like commander-centric deck. They really need it. That said, it's going to be hard for me to stock up treasures to cast Grizzlebrand. Oath of Kaya. Target Silencer. Yep, that's a good one. Reprieve. That's a good one too. See if the opponent gives me a double spell here and makes me a treasure. The shield. Yeah, let's bounce that. Takes their whole turn. That's a good card. Tome. Let's draw. Maybe we'll hit land drop or a spell we can cast. Cling. Get rid of that vow before they cast it from their graveyard. Nice. And we are on the move. Farewell is an option. Grizzlebrand is looming. The shield returns. Liliana, huh? Let's give it to him. We have the mana to drop this Ultra Mega Walker. Damage is getting reduced by 1 from the shield. I also have to remember when trying to target things, it costs 1 more. Unless it's the shield itself. Here comes Kogla. My commander. Opponent has given me no treasures. Legion to Ashes. And Farewell. We could name creatures, artifacts, and enchantments, but that doesn't sound great to me. Let's just remove this Kogla. Keep the zombies coming. Is this going to be the victory?
But effective.
It's getting close. Grizzlebrand still looming. Pelucranos. A very strong one. No great henge though. We finally play Winding Way, naming creature. No legendaries in the bin for the Kethis. All right. Lotho. Trigger. Tutor. Trigger. I just want a land to pay the 1 so I can take out the Pelucranos. Mox Amber will work too. We have the Revolt if we sack the treasure here. Plus it up. Attack. It's only doing, they're doing only 1 damage at a time, so it's taken a while, but Liliana is on the ultimate set. Ooh, Norn. Norn. Let's leave that in the graveyard because we have a Cling. Oh, Breach.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
I mean, so you're telling me if I do this, they only have one land? And they might actually let it happen if they have Elish Norn. And then we break their heart by killing Elish Norn? Okay. We kill Elish Norn in style. Vorinclex Liliana. Shall I ultimate you again? I could. No, I can't yet. All right, we'll just minus. Maybe it should have been a Planeswalker.
I do love a death. Is enlightening.
Well, I'm enjoying myself. At least when we do get the win, we do it in epic fashion. Have you had enough pain? Big Anthony? This when the rope comes out? I mean, we go hard in Historic Brawl. If you have, like... if you have more than 2 lands left on the battlefield at the end of the game, I'm doing it wrong. Just Armageddon them. No more timeouts, Anthony. It's time to face the music. And the turn is mine. Here is a zombie. Here's a land. Here's a Grizzlebrand.
Easy to find in war.
Pass. Looks like the first win that's going to count for the Lord of the Rings series is going to be a Salty Rope. What could be more appropriate? Nothing, that's what. Whew. All right. Well, good job, Lotho. Congrats. We got a solid win at the right resolution, and we are on our way to Mordor. Victory lap. Victory lap with a tally, huh? I restarted. This should fix the audio bug. There shouldn't be 2 songs playing. A Dark Ritual hand, huh? No big cards yet. Gotta believe we'll find them. Dark Ritual into something? Don't think so. Don't think so. Think we'll be just fine if we get our commander down first against Italy. Oh! Mystic. Into the Mystic. All right, do we bolt the bird? So, this, this, and you. And make treasure. Nope, not treasure, because it was our 3rd spell because of the Dark Ritual. Okay. I didn't count my Dark Ritual, okay? Back in the day, Dark Ritual was a mana source. You couldn't counter it. Big deal. I have no treasure. This is very unfortunate. I really want to save this till I have a treasure. Ramping right now doesn't achieve much. Let's just hold up the reprieve. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to get a treasure soon. Babel, get out. Breach. That's pretty strong. All right, 2 spells next turn. The opponent double spells. We might already be casting Breach. They are not double spelling. They're going straight to the invasion. What a nice hand for them. But they will double spell when they play a tally. That is how the card typically works. Which should set us up for a breach. Ooh, alpha? Okay. Okay. Interesting choice. Wonder what they're afraid of. Mana Tithe? Alright, make me a treasure. The north. Okay. Big hits. Tome. We're going right to the top. Vorinclex Eternal Wanderer and Shieldred. You? If I choose a creature here, I'm gonna lose it if I minus the Wanderer, I think. And it's not like I'll find any forests in my deck, so what am I grabbing? None of these are great. So what's another way that we could do this? Man, I wish I could have 2 here. It's not unrealistic that I activate the Vorinclex when I get treasures. And I guess we do need a large creature, even with no forests. And this kills off Regisaur Alpha, and it threatens to flip again, right? So let's take the Praetors. Come on. Let's go. Esper Sentinel. And ramp. Awesome. Well, there's my cut down. The only target is my Lotho. Graveyards are full though. Oh my god, that's good. And can they even play their last card? I guess they can play Fable here, right? Yeah, they can. They've got the Skyclave. Oh, okay. Let's just play this elf. It's fine too. Now, if we play one of these, it triggers the Esper Sentinel, so let's hold. And we should be able to activate the Shieldred, though. All right, do we destroy the Atali? It can transform. Obviously, that's a problem. But if they play it again, that's not good for us either. We could take out the Awakened Skyclave. If they transform Atali and attack, we can block with Vorinclex to buy a turn. That's it. I guess it has to be the Atali, so they get to do that again. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 creature or planeswalker. Next turn, mill 3, discard 3. That was not a spell, though. Elf down, might as well attack mana sources and intellect you. Take treasure. Grab your Awakened Inferno, good choice. Reroll for the opponent. My god, what a hand they've had. I'm feeling a little underpowered. I built a powerful deck, but we didn't draw enough of the big cards, and now it's really falling apart. As Kogla and Yadaro is here. Vorinclex is gonna die. What do we have to rip? We have to rip a way to kill a Tally, or we're gonna lose to that. And the True Scriptures is too slow. And that's the truth. Opponent might as well cheat while they're at it. My god. Skullport Merchant. That's not good. Alright, if we survive to next turn, Rise of the Dark Realms, but I can't do it unless we top deck a board wipe or at least some kind of a removal spell. And that is not it. Not even sure what it could even remotely be. Well, True Scripture's too slow. But I'll take the L against Atali. Obviously, we're a very underpowered deck. Quick mid-show break to introduce one of our one-off decks for the day. It's Galadriel. Gift Giver. So this is the rare version of Galadriel, and it's 3 and a green for a 4/4 elf noble. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature, create a food token, or create a treasure token. Now, this is a lot better than it looks. It's both ETB and attack. There's a little Luminarch Ass Pirate going on. There's a little bit of making treasures, so there's some ramp going on. And there's also food, which means that we can have some light food synergy without having to overlean into the food synergy with cards like Feasting Troll King, Wicked Wolf, and Trail of Crumbs. If we draw these, making food can become a value engine from the command zone, and if we don't draw these, we don't have to make food. So the versatility is actually very nice. We also have Swiftfoot Boots. Ways to give Galadriel haste is probably very useful since we get 2 triggers on the same turn. Another card that I'm adding to most of my green decks, especially if they run tutors like Finale of Devastation, is Questing Beast, because Questing Beast actually turns off the damage protection from everything of the One Ring, at least for your creatures hitting the opponent. If you hit the opponent who is under the One Ring's protection with a Questing Beast and other creatures, they will take all that damage. So just something to keep in mind. And by the way, go ahead and leave comments if you think I'm wrong about this. Let's stir the pot. It works on Twitter. Maybe it will work over here. This is a green power deck. It has a lot of early ramp with a few power plays, but not many. Like there's a Werewolf Pack Leader down here. There's an Old Growth Troll. But for the most part, we ramp. And then once we have more than 5 mana, once we have 6, 7, 8 mana, we start casting really huge powerful effects and try to push our opponent around with the power of green. Our commander is not essential to the strategy, but it's good. So let's go out there and see if we can pick up a win with Galadriel Gift Giver. Okay, this hand is so slow, so pathetically, insultingly slow. All right. This will be an elf, and everything will be good. Sheila. Big spiders. Creepy. But at least it shouldn't be too fast. Wah, wah, wah. So slow. All right. Couldn't find an actual ramp piece in either mulligan. And opponent has double ramped already. Can they shield up next turn? Nope, they're 1 short. I mean, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do about that. I'll take my 1. Maybe opponent does nothing. Maybe they're playing control. We stomp. I'm sure they kill it. They always kill it. Edict. All right. Is it a spider? Is it a giant spider? It's a tremendous spider. It is a absolutely enormous, crazy spider. How do we fight it? Do we make... If we play a halfling, the next turn we can play a Rex, and Rex can go toe-to-toe? And that's, I mean, that's got to be it. Ow! Go away. No! Okay. All right. I got to keep my halfling. This doesn't have trample, right? Right. Everything's going wrong, but here's a dinosaur. Come on, just let him live. No go for the throat, pay forward. Don't do it to me. Even. No. 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 I'll take it. 8 life. Lego my dino ego. All right, game on. I mean, is this good? Yeah, it's good. It's real good. All right, Ward can't pay. So it's all going to Kogla. It's all going to the monkey. All right. What's getting really important here and scary is our opponent might concede. And if they do, this win doesn't count because we have not cast our commander. So hold on to your butts. I need to play this commander. All right, they have a henge. Maybe they want to play Magic. They got something. Is it Casualties? Oh no, not Casualties. Not Casualties. Oh! Well, actually that's really good. That keeps them in the game, right? If they have a Tameo safekeeping here, my heart breaks. Okay. Okay, we are still here. Our opponent has dino food. That's fine. This is totally fine. All right. We're definitely having a game. Let's get our commander cast. Treasures. We still need a lot of mana to do all the things. Nykthos. Is there a way to get more devotion from here? I don't see it. Oh, like, yeah, we can't increase the devotion from here. So let's do this. 4 booties. Get another biggie. Wait, I don't. Oh, I have the 9. Okay. I see. Do we need more mana? Let's go +1/+1 counter. As you can see, Galadriel gift giver, a rock star. Our opponent goes straight to the spider time. Is Nissa good here? And by good, I mean, does it win? Our opponent, I think, has an instant speed fight spell. 7 forests. Think. Why is my alert box in front of my face? Cover that up. They need to see my face. They need to know. 22. Math is hard, okay? And especially if they have a fight spell. Tribute to the World Tree? Devotion Machine online? Alright. Let's drop the portal to Phyrexia on him. Go Big Green has a new toy. Look, I don't play mono green devotion in Explorer or Pioneer, so I don't know how to do all these maths. They didn't have the fight spell. They didn't have the fight spell. I mean, do they keep playing? Do they have another way to deal with the portal? They used their casualties. Their Kogla is dead. Their Kogla could be mine. Thoughtseize. Nissa! Come back! Your moment of triumph. Dude, we might get the legitimate win on the very first game here against Shelob. We're in range. They got back the Kogla. Okay, we can't get the Kogla now with the portal. They replay it. They destroy the Rejuvenator. They draw from their henge. Dude, getting that Nissa was huge. This game's not over. But it's a dinosaur. We draw. We draw. Project. Paradise. Ooh. Ooh. You don't say. That's a good card. Maybe this game is over after all. Oh. Just staple draw 2 onto it. This is fine. Gotta use all my mana. Would be a shame if I didn't.
Level them. Burn them to the ground.
I can't believe Galadriel Gift Giver got us there in one game where our opponent played Shelob on like turn 4 or something like that. Insane.
And we are back for the post-game wraps. We're going to talk a little bit about Lotho and also about Galadriel Gift Giver. Lotho is good. It's an interesting little deck that has kind of this twin tower effect of, on one side you are playing cheap spells, which are very, very good for staying alive, and you're playing powerful over the top spells. However, some decks just have better value, and going up against Atraxa and stuff is super challenging. Lotho is okay. If scoring, do you want to score? Should we grade stuff? Lotho on the Historic Brawl scale, I give it a 6, and coming in, I thought I'd give it a 7 or 8. So we're just gonna go on a scale that goes to 10, but maybe sometimes an 11 for the Spinal Tap scale. For Galadriel Gift Giver, having played a game with this and then played a couple more on mobile after we picked up our win, I will say that this deck is better than expected. I came in expecting to give this about a 3, but I actually give it a 5. She's a very decent creature and a powerful commander. The opponent has to respect it, which often makes room for your other green cards to win the game. Coming up in the next episode of the Lord of the Rings, the thing that random.org spit out first is Gollum, the Scheming Guide. So a mono black deck, ground in value. What will we do with such a tricksy hobbitses? And also Mary, Esquire of Rohan, a Boros legendary or equipment or both aggro deck. How will we pick up our wins there? Find out in the next episode of the Lord of the Rings. Thank you for watching this episode. As always, I will see you in the next one. You can also watch along live on YouTube, usually at the time when I used to post videos, a little bit, later than the time you're probably watching now. I try to go live, do a lot of the builds and some of the playing on stream, so you can check it out live as well. Oh yeah, you're cool. The one in Best of One. Do you love him?
Oh, yeah.
Envy him?
Híjole, madre de Dios.
Despise him? Yet admire him? Whether you're a student of the dojo or a salty mono red scrub, head over to Moxfield, the official home for all of my deck lists. Whether you're here for Standard, Brawl, or both, see all of my deck lists from the videos on this channel. Study the curve, see an example hand, or do a virtual playtest. Whether you're trying to beat the one or study your sensei, find everything you need at Moxfield. Moxfield.com, the best site for Magic the Gathering decks on the internet.